Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday, and breaking free from whatever's holding you back from having the best day ever and becoming the best version of yourself. That's my purpose and passion. I'm doing the same today. Got out there and Instacarted and Spark delivered, and I'm going to be over $300 this week by the time it's all said and done, especially if I get out there tomorrow. And that is going to pair up with my 3 shifts of waiting tables last night, tonight, and tomorrow. And I got to say, it's a pretty good balance. I mean, you can't really argue with that. So I've had a lot of free time. I'm doing what I want. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I'm pretty happy with the way that is turning out. I'm excited. I just recorded a little video for Jan from NYC Saves Money, which is going to appear on her Sunday afternoon show with some frugal living tips. And Steve Young 74 is also going to appear on that show. So I'm excited that Jan asked me to do that. In addition to the 3 tips that I mentioned on her channel, I came up with 7 more here to talk about, because we can always talk about frugal living and how it can help us break free. I wanted to also talk a little bit about body pain and complaining. And that's something that I have to deal with in my life. And it's been flaring up a little bit. And then, as a minimalist, 9 things I do not buy anymore as a minimalist. And I feel very free from letting those items go from my consumer purchases. But we'll get right into the video, starting with 7 more frugal tips to save money in addition to the ones that I talked about on Jan's channel. And the first is to cut subscriptions. And I thought it'd be pretty funny to talk about one of the main subscriptions that I canceled when we first started our debt-free journey. And this is, right in the beginning. We were loaded with a mortgage and consumer debt and car debt, and the list goes on. And I had a subscription to a tanning bed, a tanning salon that I hadn't even been to in like a year and a half, 2 years. And I swear to God, it would take out $10, $15, $20. And I would just be like, well, I might use it one day. And it's just like, whatever. Like, I had no concept of it, and I can't believe it. But I was tan and tasty as opposed to being pale and pasty. That's my kids know that commercial because it's on the radio all the time. So now I'm pale and pasty, but I have some extra cash and I have no debt. So that is a funny subscription that I had to cut amongst others. Number 2, to reinvent your leftovers. Don't toss them out. Don't even be weird about leftovers. Sometimes my wife is weird about leftovers. Use them up. Come up with another concoction for lunch or dinner the next day. Frugal tips to save you money. Number 3, make more meals at home. I'm saying this as a waiter. As a waiter, I want you to go out every day and eat. But as a frugal JB Breaks Freer, I want you to stay home every day and eat. So find that balance. Everything in moderation, right? Everyone can go out once a month, twice, whatever you got to do, and then the waiters can survive out there in the world. Snack healthy. This is a huge one. Nuts, apples, sandwiches. Bring them from home. Often when I'm out there side hustling, I'll cave into something bad, a donut. I'll be hungry and try to get this or that. But if you got to bring yourself a water in the car, even a coffee in the car, and you bring those snacks with you if you're going to be out working, a full day, it's going to save you some money and save your health. Number 4 is to turn your spare time into spare cash. Life-changing for me. I knew I needed and wanted something more, and that became side hustles. And that also became my hobby. And it was fun for me to do because I knew I was separating myself from debt, from stress, from fear. And it just put me in such a better position mentally and physically, because you're getting out there, you're doing your cardio. I was pushing this humongous order. I swear it was like 140 items from Walmart the other day. Frozen this, frozen that. And I was like, oh, geez, I got to push this thing around. But then I'm like, no, this is your workout. There's 2 handles to grab. Grab the right handle. That was me doing some cardio, and Lord knows I need it. So turn your spare time into spare cash, and it can also help you in many different ways of your life. I choose to do Instacart and Walmart Spark deliveries. There are sign-up codes in the description below. Number 5, declutter your home, donate or sell. Clear away that visual noise. It was so fun when we first started clearing our visual noise. You can make a lot of money your first 1 or 2 garage sales. I think people have, I would say, at least $1,000 worth of stuff in their homes that they could get rid of. And that's if you haven't already started that purging process. Now, if there's something we don't need anymore, we're always checking. Do we need this? Can we donate it? Can we sell it? Or trash. There's 3 options. And I'm always out there looking for items to sell, as you guys know who've been with me for a while. And that really can free up some extra cash and help with your frugal living lifestyle. Number 6, DIY gifts. It was just recently my birthday. My kids made me some great DIY gifts, like free coffee coupons, free donut coupons. Made me a nice card with the family. My mom made me this cool card. She drew that. Happy birthday, Jay. She knows I like vinyl records. And she does these cards all the time. And I keep telling her she should sell them on Etsy, but no. But, then she made us linguine and clams for a nice dinner on Sunday with the family, and my nephews were there, and that was a wonderful DIY gift. And finally, skip the gym membership. There's other ways that we can work out, especially if we're trying to be frugal, if we're trying to save money, if we're trying to pay down debt, or if we're trying to keep the money that we earn. There's lots of cardio opportunities that are outside of the gym. You can jog. There's tons of body weight exercises. All these things can be done at home. Get yourself a pair of dumbbells. Get yourself a weight bench. And that can be it. It can pay for itself over the course of time. And there's tons of routines on YouTube. And I plan on showing some on here also. And of course, I won't be an expert at it, but I will learn as I go. And Lord knows I need to start going. So skip that gym membership. DIY gifts. Declutter. Donate. Sell. Spare time into spare cash. Make your meals at home, reinvent those leftovers, and cancel that tanning subscription or any other ones that you might have. The second topic I want to talk about today is body pain. It's been flaring up since Sunday. Pretty bad in my feet. Usually it can come and go. They'll be a little sore after work. I'll come home and take my socks off and put them on some ice, and that'll really be it. I'm fairly used to it, but they've been bad lately. Sensitive to the touch. I do have neuropathy in my feet. I don't really think about it. It becomes sort of normal to me. I'm used to enduring it. Sometimes I wonder if it turns my hair gray, if it's aging me. The body pain that I have, stuff in my neck. I couldn't even turn around. I know I need to stretch more. I text my wife. It kind of makes me sad that I have to deal with this body pain. I got on my hands and knees yesterday to kind of do a plank or some mountain climbers, and the top of my feet hurt so bad in the bottoms I couldn't even hold that position. And instead of working out before work, I just iced my feet. It's frustrating. But there's a couple quotes by Marcus Aurelius that help me deal with that cut down my complaining and my whining, and I only say it here as to maybe make you guys aware of these quotes. The first one is, do not be heard complaining, not even to yourself. Not even to yourself, that's where I think it's just mind-blowing philosophy from 1,000 years ago. Do not even be, I can think in my head, oh geez, this sucks. Why do I gotta talk like this? Why do I have a limp all day to myself? Not even just out loud to my wife or co-workers or friends, anything like that. Do not be heard complaining, not even to yourself. And there's the second quote that says, if it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. If it's unendurable, then stop complaining, because your destruction will mean its end. That's pretty badass, pretty cut and dry way to look at it. That is, if you can endure it right now, I can endure it, right? It's not going to kill me. So why make it worse by complaining? And if it is so bad that it kills me, then the pain will be over. So your destruction will mean its end. So either way, there's 2 ways that we can look at things. I can't control it right now. I can't. I know there's things I could do more, but There's no use in complaining about it, brooding over it, letting it ruin my day, letting it ruin someone else's day because I'm whining up a storm. Complaining only makes it worse. If you can endure it to the best of your abilities and cut down on the complaining, filter out that negative, even inside of your head. Keep it with only positive thoughts in the bank. Okay, so here is 9 things that I do not buy anymore as a minimalist. I'm not a perfect minimalist. My family is not all minimalists, but I try. I try my best. And this is a start. And even if you're trying to start with one of these things. I didn't do all of these at once. It takes time to filter the stuff out to become more comfortable. But once you start letting go and once you see the benefits of minimalism, it really frees up your life. Number 1 is hair dye. You can see some grays in there. You just let it go. You become a slave to it. And how much money? I don't even know how much one costs. $10 for whatever. I just can't justify that, becoming a slave. I want to be free. I got to be free from that just for men. We've talked about it on this channel before. And my wife likes it, so that kind of helps too. Number 2, deodorant. It's weird, but I really don't ever buy deodorant. I never really have. I went through a little phase when I was tanning that I like to smell really good, and I would spray this Axe body spray all over me. Probably because 1 out of 8 million girls said it smelled good, and I focused on the 1. I never really sweat that much, even at work. It's just a weird thing. So I don't really buy deodorant, so that saves me some money there. Speaking of hair products, I cut my own hair, and I've been doing it for years. And the first time it was a little scary, but I think I bought this machine off Amazon for $40 maybe. I'll try to link one in the description below. And it saved me so much time and so much money, countless amount of money, that I would just highly, highly recommend. Number 5, trendy clothes. Basically wear clothes till they wear out, and I try to wear just pretty much basic things, not too flashy things. You can see this is just pretty solid color. I'm going to wear these jeans that I have on until they disintegrate. I got to take care of my feet, as I spoke about my neuropathy. I have some sneakers, work shoes, and I actually have to wear shoes around the house most of the time because it just kind of hurts slapping on the hardwood floor. So trendy clothes I have stopped buying. Number 6, plastic food containers. There's a lot of health risks involved with plastic food containers. They're not as environmentally friendly. We have some glass containers. I actually bring one to work every day because we get a meal after every shift. And if we don't eat it right there, it saves on all of us taking to-go boxes home, and that's stuff that the boss has got to pay for. So we can just throw it right in there. And even if he puts it onto a dish and then we put it into our to-go container, it's still a dish that has to be washed for absolutely no reason. So most of the time, the guys will just grab our to-go dishes and put some food in there, and then we can pick at it a little bit and bring it home and wash it and bring it back. Number 7, souvenirs. I'd never been the guy who can go to Lake George and buy a shot glass or a coffee mug or a sweatshirt. I don't know, it's just not really my style. Whatever else. Now don't get me wrong, I would love those coffee mugs, but as a minimalist, it's just no. And as a frugal person, no. As the Jay inside of me who wants to own everything in the world and hoard everything in the world, yeah, he might enjoy it. But as a frugal minimalist, I cut out the souvenirs for the most part. Candles is something we skip. Our daughters have allergies. That's a big thing. But there's, we just kind of use fresh air. Essential oils could help. But the house is what it is. And hopefully not too stinky, but we really don't deal too much with the candles. And finally, CDs, DVDs, DVD player, and vinyl records. Now, you're going to see me buy a lot of vinyl records hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months over the summer. I pray that I can. But I'm doing that as a hobby, as to flip those for a profit. So that's the best of both worlds. And you can do the same with CDs and DVDs also, even though I don't feel like they have as much value as vinyl records. But that scratches my itch. I would before, on a Sunday, after the work week, I would go to the store and I'd spend $100 because I deserved it. I'd buy 3 or 4 records and I'd bring them home and play them once and never listen to them again. But now I don't have to buy that stuff because I know stuff doesn't make me happy. I can listen to it on YouTube. If I really, really want something, I'd probably do it digitally through like Apple. But I don't need the physical clutter of the vinyl records. If I get stuff like that, I can enjoy it. I can listen to it once and then I can list it for sale. So I hope those minimalist things that I do not buy anymore have helped you out. Hope you got some value from Marcus Aurelius's lessons in complaining and enduring pain, and also some frugal living tips. Let me know how you're doing. Like, share, subscribe the video, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Break free.